Coming up next, the Clippers taking on the Pelicans. For the Clippers, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here. Pelicans, Clippers, coming up next, right after this. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Ali LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. Now we'll look at the stats for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And the Clippers starting 5. Out on the perimeter, we'll see Beal and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Harden in at the 1. And for New Orleans, Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Jordan Poole is out there with Fears. And it's Queen in at the 5 spot. Coach Van Gundy, with these two bigs, I know this is a matchup you in particular are very excited about.
Yeah, Kevin, this really feels like a throwback matchup to me. With this style of game, running it through the centers, I feel like I should be on the sideline yelling at these guys.
And as long as Harden's in the building, he has the confidence he can make it.
Williamson is screen on Zubac to the inside. Beal with the steal. Down low, and the dunk by Zubac.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Quick start here for the Clippers in this one. It's a 5-point game. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And they did win that last game in this matchup, and it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Now here's Williamson. He's coming off a 25-point game against Dallas.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Here's Queen. 20 points for him last game against Dallas. Williamson double team. Clock at 4. And stolen by Leonard. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Harden outside. Pass to Leonard. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle steps for the Clippers.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Harden sets the pick for Leonard. Back to Harden. Over Fears. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Well, to Zion, a little bit of contact is nothing. I'm not even sure he feels that.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
James Borrego gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back over to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And the first one drops. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle. Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really help make an impact on that end.
Well, that's part of his role. With great size, they rely on him to help control the boards.
Here's Zubac. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. So the wing on the left, stolen by Harden, and now the Clippers on the break. Porter kicks to Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And with most of the season in the books, the power rankings have really taken shape. You look at San Antonio, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Pelicans, their position in the rankings really hasn't fluctuated, but there's still a little time for them to make some noise, and a late season push could make all the difference.
Now here's Williamson. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
Good to see Poole knock down the long ball. It's only going to help build his confidence.
Here's Leonard. Another one falls for the Clippers.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside, Beal. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Queen. Pelicans trailed by 10. The kick out to Poole. Gets the jumper from a quarter to fall. Poole's got his second basket of the night.
And that time, no dribbling needed for Poole to cash in.
Porter in the corner. Outside Leonard from past the arc, and the 3 ball is good. Leonard's got 11.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Spears, guarded by Harden. Williamson, the screen. Queen the pass to Williamson. Yes, that goes in. Williamson's got his second basket.
Yeah, I don't know what's scarier? Zion setting the screen or him coming off the screen?
Harden surveying the D, and it's off from three-point range. Here's Fears, guarded by Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. These teams are getting a double dose of each other, GA. How do you see these games playing out?
Well, oftentimes the team that wins the first one drops the second. I don't know why, but it seems that's the case more often than not.
And that one falls for Fears.
My favorite thing about Jeremiah Fears, he has a knack for coming through in clutch moments, and you need that from someone who's naturally ball dominant.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Bay comes in for Williamson. And it's Herbert Jones in for Trey Murphy. Donnie's checked in for the Clippers. Now here's Porter. His last outing, he had 18 points. Outside Leonard. Shot, high post, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can see and check out some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. In the third spot, Jordan Poole.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
Yeah, and you just love having guards like these guys. Your defense starts on the perimeter, and they have made it tough on opponents.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Fears with it. 32 points for him last game against Dallas.
Yeah, he did a great job attacking the defense and getting to the line. That kind of aggression goes a long way.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Here's Porter. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Pass to Bay. There's the screen. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Here's Poole. Michael Porter making his last shot. Poole, the pass to Queen. To the middle. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Zubac.
And how about the aggressiveness by Bay, taking the contact and able to score through it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Porter.
You gotta like how ready Bay always seems to be, prepared to seize the moment whenever his number's called.
Now, here's Zubac. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, but I thought the shot blocking was the real story. I mean, he was just everywhere. It got hard to keep track of all his rejections.
Now, Fears. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Jones with the screen on Jones. Here's Queen. Back to Jones. Bay wide open, and he fires. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
Showing the range. How about Bay taking and making his fair share of those triples.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Poole against Dunn. Pass to Queen. Over Dunn. Queen can't get it to go.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Jones sets the pick for Harden. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Queen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Leonard from three. And Fears pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 13. With some arc. And the rejection by Zubac. And stolen by Dunn. In the corner, Harden puts up a three. Good on the triple. Harden's got 11 points.
And this is what the offense is designed to produce. Slipping Harden into the corner for a three. That's money.
Outside, Jones. Back to Poole. They set the screen. Inside. Here's Queen. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Back to Harden. A three from Leonard, and another three for the Clippers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Pelicans have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, team. Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real-life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Back to you, Kevin.
He certainly plays without fear. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. For the Clippers, Lopez, he's checked in for Zubac. Michael Porter comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Bogdanovic in for James Harden. Here's Leonard. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio, and he makes that one.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Poole looking it over. Jones the pass to Poole. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
What pace on the fast break from Bogdanovic. Getting out ahead and protecting the opportunity to score.
It's Poole with the drive. Takes it off the glass. Queen's got his second bucket of the night.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Porter, that ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. 6 points for Michael Porter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Fears. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. The backcourt pair for him, Murray and Jones. And it's Messi in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. There's Porter with the three. Messi grabs the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Murray. Lopez grabs the board. Los Angeles leading by 17. Stan, we know Brook Lopez is revered as a teammate for his contributions both on and off the floor.
Well, Kevin, I think that teammates very quickly pick up on guys who are unselfish both on and off the floor and care more about the team, the group, the community than their own accomplishments, and that becomes
Connects again from distance.
And now, for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. Bradley Beal's checked in for Bogdanovich.
Clippers substitution. Number 0, Bradley Beal.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Lopez passes to Dunn. Lopez a screen on Murray. Dunn the bounce pass. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Off target from outside. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Murray scanning the floor. Over Dunn. No good off the front iron. Clippers leading by 16. Here's Porter. Dunn outside. Lopez sets a screen for Dunn. Down low. A second chance effort. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, with his size, if he gets the ball in the paint, it feels like free money for Lopez. He can just pop the ball in.
Murray kicks to Williamson. Pass to Murray, and stolen by Dunn. Drives to the hoop, and Dunn with the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Williamson. Jones for 3, and the Pelicans miss again. Clippers leading by 20. Beyond the arc, and it's Michael Porter with the 3. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, year in and year out, Porter is so consistent from three.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Williamson is screen on Beal to end the run. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Done outside. Beal against Jones. Fires for three. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Messi. Good D by Lopez. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Pass to Jones. Back to Dunn. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. Messi grabs the rebound.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Murray against Lopez. And staying an all-star back in 2022, DeJounte Murray has since been trying to regain that all-star form.
Absolutely, Kevin. And look, the major problem, like it is for a lot of guys, has been injury. When he's healthy, this guy can really play. He's a true two-way player and can help you win games at both ends of the floor.
He's off on the first. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Well, it seems like every season, DeJounte Murray is out to make it his best year. That competitiveness is something you really appreciate.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're holding the edge for the last playoff slot. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, a couple spots below.
And right now for the Clippers, this season has been much more of a grind for them than anyone expected. They've only been a shadow of the team that was so dominant a year ago.
Yeah, honestly, guys, we expected a lot more from them. They've had a lot of things go wrong this year.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Williamson against Porter. Here's Queen. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Showing great vision that time. Zion delivers the ball exactly where it needs to be.
Here's Leonard. Lopez dishes to Porter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harden's checked in. And Porter, no good on that one.
Well, we talk a lot about Porter Jr.'s jump shot, his ability to space the floor, but I like his rebounding as well.
And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
The first free throw is good. And Stan, the NBA equivalent of a human wrecking ball, that is Zion Williamson. When he's on the floor, that is.
Well, absolutely. The only problem that Zion Williamson has really had in this league is staying healthy. He is virtually unstoppable going to the basket and an extremely underrated passer who creates a lot of great shots for himself and his teammates. Yeah, you have to really appreciate Williamson's fire and tenacity on the court. Players like him get everyone to increase their intensity.
And it's Leonard missing.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
Pass to Queen. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Jones checked in for the Clippers.
Derrick Jones Jr.
Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a 3-point play.
The length of Murphy can be surprising. He's 6'8" with a good wingspan.
An impressive rise for Trey Murphy. From a no-star prospect stand in high school to now showing flashes of star potential in the NBA.
Well, look, Kevin, there are guys like that, and Trey Murphy's been one of them. And what you don't know, certainly when they're in high school, is how much of a worker they are, how coachable they are, and how much improvement is out there for those guys. With Trey Murphy, it just hasn't stopped.
Pelicans trailed by 19. Outside, Jones. Williamson outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Clippers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Jones, no one around him. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game. The Pelicans have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Now, Williamson, 8 points for him. 4 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Up again with 1 on the clock, and the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, you gotta love the hustle there by Zion, extending that possession.
Clippers leading by 18. Lopez, a screen on Murray. The 3 from Harden. It's rebounded by New Orleans. On the wing, Murray. Williamson, a screen on Beal, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. The Clippers in second.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
Pools checked in for Jones. Here's Leonard, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Leonard. Averaging about 23 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And a guy any team would love to have. The quiet confidence of Kawhi has worked throughout his career.
Now here's Williamson. 10 points for him. Jacks up a three. And Trey Murphy gets the three. He's got 11.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Jones kicks to Harden. Back to Jones. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 3rd in assists, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery.
Well, you know, guys, just a bunch of ways Murray contributes on both ends.
And so Murray nails both of them.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half, but now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And the Pelicans making a change here. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Bradley Beal.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
Harden, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Bay. Hands it from downtown. Bay's got 9 points.
And I love how assertive Bay is offensively. Solid at catching the defender there off guard.
A 3 from Leonard. Leonard lets it rip from 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Williamson with the bounce pass. There's a good screen. Here's Poole. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard. Pelicans with the rebound. Williamson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Defensively, the Claw is always lurking. His timing and instincts, second to none.
Pelicans trail by 15. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot. The Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Guys, back over to you.
And looking to protect it. Okay, thank you, Allie. Kicks it out to Jones. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the coaches want this from Beal. Play aggressive, force your way to the stripe.
The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Brook Lopez. And Porter subbed in for Derek Jones. Good on the second free throw.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Forcing his way to the free throw line. Zion is so tough to handle, so strong and athletic.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Well, the bottom line is this. When Zion Williamson is healthy, he is very tough for defenses to handle. You have to be very clear on your plan or he'll destroy you.
Dunn, he's checked in for Los Angeles. He hits the second from the line. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for L.A. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Pass to Leonard from the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
For 3.
Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Here's Fears. Dunn covering. Williamson with a screen for Poole. Porter with a block.
The size of Porter can sneak up on you. He's a surprising 6'10".
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Five on the clock. Williamson with it. Now Beal defending. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah. Really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Outside Leonard. 4 seconds left. It's not going to go for him. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks so much, guys. Do a strong first half for this team. What was the mindset that gave you guys the lead?
We just have to be ourselves, just be ourselves, move the ball, play the unselfish, and we're going to get ourselves an offense.
Stay true to you, guys.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter right after this halftime break.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few. And guys, time now to talk about Kawhi Leonard. How incredible did he look in that first half?
Kawhi showing us why he's considered one of the best at both ends. He's been efficient on offense and disruptive on defense. His claws, get it, Ernie?
Oh,
his claws
see
are
what
all
you
over
did.
this game.
Yeah, he considers himself a fun guy off the court. But Kawhi,
Oh, I got it, fun guy.
oh yeah, he's all business when he hits the hardwood. And that'll do it for halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Harden and Beal are the backcourt. Porter is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, down low. 14 feet away. That one rolling around and rims out. Clippers leading by 18.